And now it's time for
the Pinball Show. The Pinball Show.
What's up, everyone? I'm Bobby.
And I'm Rose.
And welcome to the Pinball Show.
Your monthly inside scoop on digital pinball from Zen Studios.
And we do have quite the inside scoop for you today, so buckle up.
That's right, we have a jam-packed episode with announcements, table reveals, and Pinball FX updates. So let's jump right in.
Yep, to kick it off, Zen recently announced a brand new partnership with Legendary Entertainment and Toho Japan to bring you Monsterverse to digital pinball.
A trio of digital pinball tables featuring Kong, Godzilla, and other creatures from the Monsterverse are in production and will be released in Pinball FX on PC and video game consoles in 2022 and 2023.
Sounds pretty sweet, Rose.
Yeah, so what are we all hoping for from the three new Monsterverse tables?
Yeah, if you could climb the Empire State Building and beat your chest to turn a theme into a table, which one would it be? Let us know in the comments below.
Also, Zen has been supporting Zen Pinball Party on Apple Arcade with new tables, featuring two classic Williams tables that have been released over the past month.
That's right. Zen welcomed players to the Knockout Challenge in the classic 1998 Champion Pub on April 29th, and then invited players to plunder enemy ships with Black Rose, Queen of the High Seas, on May 20th. Both tables are available now and are included in your Apple Arcade subscription. And Zen is confirming today that there are some more tables coming to Zen Pinball Party in the near future.
Just like we announced World War Z here on the Pinball Show a week early, we have even more news for you here in this episode.
Here is Mel with some announcements on what's coming next for Pinball FX
In early access.
In early access on the Epic Game Store.
Hey everyone, it's good to be here with you again. I'm really excited for today. We've got a massive update for you, both on the feature side of things and on the content side. I get to jump in and talk about features. So before we talk about today's update, I do want to talk about a few general subjects and trending topics here as it relates to Pinball FX Early Access. The first being table lighting. Now, we released a table lighting update for the Williams Remaster games, and that went over really well. So I just want you to know we're going to continue to work on table lighting, and you will see more releases and improvements as time goes on. Next, I'd like to talk about optimization, just game performance in general. And we released an update for this, I believe it was April 28th. And again, this was really well received. We've got a lot of gains on the performance side. The game is running smoother. A lot of you have reported just a better gameplay experience. So this will continue to improve as well. Finally, on the topic of physics, which is a lot of fun. Physics is a constant discussion here at Zen. Just to put it out there, I don't think we'll ever be done with physics. So this is something we will always tinker with. We'll always be in discussion about. In fact, I've had a lot of great discussions with a lot of you on our various chat platforms, and especially on Discord. I really appreciate the dialogue. But just know that we are considering what to do about physics. We have ideas, of course. It's more work, but it's things that we think will improve the game. So while I have nothing to definitively announce today in terms of physics, just know that we are continuing to talk about it and work on it, and you'll see changes occur. So for today's update, I'm really excited about what we have to share with you. First of all, let's talk about a big update to the Pinball FX ticket system. Okay, so today's update on the ticket system is an introduction of a Build Your Bundle feature. The Build Your Bundle feature allows you to select any number of tables and realize a discount in-game from our in-game store. There's two types of discounts. The first one is a brand discount. Now this will occur if you select up to 3 tables of the same brand family, such as Star Wars or Universal or Williams. And it also applies to Zen Originals. If you select these 3, you'll see that discount applied. The second kind of discount is a quantity discount. Now this is an escalating discount. The more tables you add to your cart, the greater the discount will become. And this applies to any assortment of tables. It's totally up to your choice. This can be a mix of Star Wars with Williams and Zen, or any number of things. But those 2 discounts are brand new, and we're introducing them into the game. Now the cool thing is that you can stack these discounts. So if you want to mess around with this in game, and you can play with this feature today after it's released, you're able to realize a brand discount on top of a quantity discount. Now these discounts also apply to brand new table releases, and it also applies to special sales that are going on. So if we're running like a remaster sale for some legacy tables, or a holiday themed sale, these discounts will work in parallel with those, and you'll realize an even greater discount. So this is a way for us to offer all players a really great value. This is something that's possible only by having an in-game system and an in-game store like what we've developed for Pinball FX, utilizing the tickets. If we were doing this on a first-party store, we wouldn't be able to offer this sort of a bundle. So please give us your feedback. We're open to adjusting it again and receiving your feedback, just how things go here. But I really think this will be something that is positive and will make more value out of the tickets that you've purchased. Now, this is not the feature that I had mentioned before that will remove the unwanted ticket balances. That's something else that's still in the works. But this Build Your Bundle is here now for you, ready today. Another smaller update to the ticket system is an in-game purchase history. We felt that this was important to include so that you know which tables you purchased from the in-game store, provide some transparency, lets you know what the price of the table was in terms of tickets. So this is something that's accessible from your player profile and will become a running log or a history of sorts of the tables that you have purchased in-game. All right, so that does it for the update on the ticket system. As always, send us your feedback. We're listening, and you may see more changes and more features added to the ticket system as time goes on. Now, for the next part of today's update, let's talk about Pinball FX Cabinet Mode. I know many of you have been waiting for this. I'm excited to tell you that Cabinet Mode is releasing today in the May 26th update, and there's a lot of changes, so let's go ahead and talk about all those. All right, to start it off, let's talk about how you're going to access Cabinet Mode in Pinball FX. It's different from the way things were in Pinball FX 3. We no longer require you to take a picture of your rig and send it to us for verification. Instead, you'll be able to access the mode directly in-game right away, and you can access and play all the tables you want in PinCab mode. For the duration of early access, PinCab mode is going to be free for everybody, and you can play this today. However, when we exit early access, we're going to introduce a pay what you want model for Pinball Cabinet Mode, all right? And why are we doing this? Well, it's a mechanism that our major partners agreed to and allowed us to remove the picture verification. So in exchange for that, it's a pay what you want model. You can pay as little as 1 ticket. If you think that's all it's worth, and that's fine, that's the equivalent of 10 cents in the 100 ticket purchase price from the store. So as we go, we're going to be building value into the mode. We hope that you think it's worth something. And the truth is the PinCab community is ultra important to us, and we are kind of building its own space around Cabinet Mode with its own dedicated support, resources, features, of course. So we've been investing in our own cabinet. Lena and Akos have been building a cabinet. We really want to support whether you're DIY or you've purchased from a manufacturer or whatever. Pinball FX should be stinking awesome on a cabinet. So it's a long-term play for us, and the access should be a lot easier. No more picture verification. I know that was annoying. Thanks for bearing with us during all that time, but it is different going forward. So that's how you're going to access the mode. Now I want to tell you about the foundational features of the mode. So the basic feature set is very important to the foundation of Pinball FX Cabinet Mode, and we have a lot of features that we're going to develop over time. To start, we've optimized the user interface and menus for vertical monitor orientation. So things like the table selector menu and result screen are properly displayed. Next, you're going to be able to create a customized dot matrix and backglass layout tailored to your screen setup by setting different values using an INI file. For all you techies out there, you know what I'm talking about. You can now position the dot matrix screen and backglass image separately from the playfield view, and the long-term goal is to allow you to do this straight from the main screen. Next, as we discussed a few minutes ago, Cabinet Mode access is now streamlined. Simply go to your player profile menu for access. We've removed the need for redeem codes and customer support interactions. Next, the visual extras can be easily turned on and off from the settings menu. And finally, we're going to support offline play, which means you can enjoy PinCab mode with or without internet connectivity. So that does it for a summary of the core foundational elements of Pinball FX Cabinet Mode. For you Pinball Pass subscribers, you don't have to worry about the pay what you want unlock mechanism. Cabinet Mode is already unlocked for you with your subscription. Zen has a long list of features that we are planning to build and develop for Cabinet Mode, and we'll be releasing those over time. However, at this point in time in our development cycle, we need to shift resources away from Cabinet Mode and prioritize the console ports. We have to get the game ready for Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch. So that means we are moving resources from cabinet mode, and we're not going to release any new features between now and the release of the console version of the game. However, we will bug fix, we will tinker, we will make sure that the mode as we have it right now is working and smooth. Just know that our commitment is there. We just have to pause for a little bit. So make sure you go to our FAQ. We have established a specific version for cabinet mode because there's other details and information that I didn't cover today that'll be there. And if you have any questions, consult that. Of course, we're available to chat, and talk about cabinet mode after the show. So with that, I'm actually going to kick it over to Akos for the next feature update. Yeah, believe it or not, we're not done with features. There's more. But before I do that, I want to let you all know that we continue to be very thankful for those of you who have joined us in Pinball FX Early Access on the Epic Game Store. You're helping us fix bugs. You're helping us make a better game. I really enjoy the conversations that we have, whether in group chat or a lot of the side conversations. You've all figured out how to get a hold of me. It's totally cool. I enjoy it. Sorry I can't get back to you as quickly as I'd like to, but it is a priority for us to have a constant dialogue. So with that, I'm going to send it over to my good friend Akos, who's going to tell you about the Pinball FX tournament system. Thank you all so much, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Hi everyone, Akos here, and we have more good news on Pinball FX feature updates. I'm happy to confirm that part of the Pinball FX tournament system is going live today. We are adding grand tournaments and weekly challenges held by Zen. Grand tournaments will be a competitive format where you get 3 chances each day to take part. The best players can expect leaderboard rewards and trophy points. Now about weekly challenges. You get 3 challenges per week, and in these you can show your skills in different rule sets like the 100 flip challenge or the distance challenge and more. Trophy points can be gained from doing well in these competitions. These are part of the early access on the Epic Games Store right now. Show your prowess in these events against the whole community. Many of you have always enjoyed the competitive nature of the Pinball FX series, and we are taking user-generated tournaments to the next level. More on this in the future, but user-generated tournaments are something you definitely won't want to miss out on, and you can look forward to them soon. Well, that does it for the major features update for this month. Last time, we have teased a new Williams pinball table announcement, and here it is! And it's one of my favorites too.
Unleash the fury of this 1988 solid-state classic. Old in a world of sword and sorcery.
That's right, the 1988 solid-state classic Swords of Fury is the next Pinball FX Early Access table to be released. And guess what?
It's available right now, today, for all you Pinball Pass subscribers, and you can also purchase it in the in-game store for 60 tickets.
And here's Zen table designer Tom Crofts to tell us a little more about it.
Hi everyone, I'm Tom, a veteran pinball designer here at Zen Studios. You might know my work if you've played, for example, Bob's Burgers, Aliens, or the My Little Pony tables. This time, I'm porting Williams' Swords of Fury, a real deep-cut solid-state classic from the 80s. If you start Pinball FX right after the show, you can join the legendary Lion Man in a world of sword and sorcery, full of heroes, villains, and mythical monsters. Of course, being a Pinball FX table, we've added optional enhancements only possible in a video game. Check out the Balrog and the magic potions above the targets on the mini playfield, which splash each time the targets are hit. The table boasts many interesting design ideas, originally designed by Steve Kirk and Tony Kramer. The first that you might see is the mini playfield in the upper left corner. The skill shot feeds it, and you can also access it from the right ramp or from the centre ramp depending on the diverter. You can duel many foes as stand-up targets with the mini flipper located there. The 2 horseshoe lanes on the main playfield also give a unique feel. They can spit the ball back fast, especially as one of them is very close to the flippers. Really fun to shoot them nonetheless. Now, let's have a look at the bumpers. Just kidding, there aren't any. That's pretty uncommon. After you reach 2 million, the table will try to make life difficult for you. For example, the centre ramp Lion Man shot times out rapidly, and you'll need to hurry up when going for a big score after lighting the Avenger targets. To send you off, I'll just mention the excellent sound design of this machine. For long-time pinball players, the music, voice lines, and miscellaneous sound effects will bring back a great nostalgic feeling for this era. It is available right now for 60 tickets inside Pinball FX Early Access, or included for every Pinball Pass subscriber. Have fun!
Thanks, Tom. Well, everyone, there you have it. Williams Swords of Fury is available now for Pinball FX.
And that's not all the Williams news that we have, because Zen is releasing 6 remastered Williams tables today. Last month we showed you Whitewater and Roadshow, so let's take a look at the other 4.
Dang, yes, the Pinball FX library is growing quickly. We have Whitewater, Roadshow, Hurricane, Tales of Arabian Nights, Circus Voltaire, and No Good Gophers, all releasing today on the Pinball Pass.
Or you can purchase them in the in-game store for 45 tickets.
But since they are remaster releases, they are 33% off for the first week of release.
Yes, they are. And do you recognize this Pinball FX roadmap graphic from the last episode? If you saw it, you might remember that there is another brand new Williams table releasing next month.
Any guesses out there? Let us know in the comments below what table you're hoping for.
And you know, I know a guy who I think knows what table it is. It's time for Let's Ask Akosh.
We love that guy.
Let's ask Akosh.
Ah yes, next month's Williams table. I can't really say much, but I'm sure all of you will be coming alive when you hear the news. Anyway, if you're looking for your retro gaming and pinball fix, give our friend Cooltoy a follow. He gives you buying tips, all the latest news, and convention highlights. A lot of Pinball FX videos too. On to the realm of our greatest players. Almost 3 years to this date. On 2019 May 30th, one of our players recorded more than 5 trillion points on Attack from Mars. Are you amongst our viewers today? If yes, let us know because we will give you a shout out next month. In other news, our cab has legs. Check out a small highlight now, and we stream every Wednesday on the Zen Twitch channel. This is what we're working with. Yes, right here. Especially with the smaller runs because our favorite tool.
Well, that about does it for today's show.
Yep, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any pinball news.
And until then, everyone, we'll catch you on the flip side.
The Pinball Show.